Hello minions, we are going to go over the homework really fast. I'm just going to focus on the answers to independent, dependent, control. I'll hit the conclusions, but I'm not going to write them down. So this is using last week, or the first real week of homeworks, Simpson's variables worksheet. We did number 1 together, but I'm just going to go over it again. Smithers thinks the special juice will increase the productivity of workers. He creates 3 groups of 50 workers each and assigns each group the same task, to staple a set of papers. Group 1 has 100 milliliters of juice while they work. Group 2 has 50 milliliters of the special juice. Group 3 is not given the juice while they work. After an hour, Smithers counts how many sets of papers each group is stapled and makes a data table. So if you're just looking at the data table, I'm going to show the board. Over here, ooh, where's my finger? This little guy here is what I specifically wrote up there for this kind of thing. So the left-hand column is my independent. It's usually what I changed. And the right-hand column, or the place where the data is recorded at, is my dependent variable. So if I'm just looking at this table, this is my independent, this is my dependent. Well, this doesn't really change, except that it tells me that I'm doing my groups. So the things that he changed isn't necessarily the groups, but that special juice. But you could be specific and write groups. The dependent thing that he's measuring is the number of sets of paper stapled. The control group, the thing that didn't get any change, would be group 3. So that's all you have to write there is group 3. And then his conclusion would be that it didn't work because in the data table the control actually did more than the others. So the special juice is actually counterproductive or works against it. So let's look at the second problem. Area focus. Homer notices his shower is covered in a strange green slime. His friend Barney tells him that coconut juice will get rid of the green slime. Homer decides to check this out by spraying half the shower with the coconut juice. He sprays the other half of the shower with water. After 3 days, the treatment, there is no change in the appearance of the green slime in the shower. So the independent variable, the thing that he changed, would be the coconut juice. The dependent variable, the measured, would be the amount of green slime. The hypothesis he could write would be if the coconut juice is applied, then the amount of green slime would decrease. So your independent and dependent variable help write your hypothesis. If the coconut juice is applied to the shower, then the amount of green slime will decrease. So let's look at Krusty's itching powder. Krusty was told the new itching powder claims to use 50% or cause 50% longer lasting itches. Interested in this product, he buys itching powder and compares it to his usual product. One test subject A is sprinkled with the original itching powder. Another test subject B is sprinkled with the new experimental itching powder. The results are in the table. So again, independent, dependent. Subject A is sprinkled with the original. So I might write that over here. Subject B is the new one. So then my independent variable, the thing that I'm changing, is the type of itching powder. The dependent variable, the thing I'm measuring, is the number of minutes itched. So conclusion could be that his original doesn't work as well because the new experimental itching powder had 15 minutes more of itching. So that could be your numbers. He could improve this experiment by testing it longer, getting multiple test subjects instead of just 1 and 2. He could have had 10 even. And then itches are kind of they're not really scientific. So like maybe put it to a not so much minutes that it itched, but like maybe how intense it was, and give it an intensity scale and include that in your lab. So then let's go to the back of the homework. That's my shopping list. Bart believes that mice exposed to microwaves will become extra strong. Maybe he's been watching too much Radioactive Man. He decides to perform this experiment. He places 10 mice in a microwave for 10 seconds. He places another 10 in the microwave for 5. Lastly, where did I go? Lastly, he has 10 mice that have not been put in the microwave. For the test, he placed a heavy block of wood in front of the mouse food. He counted how many mice could move the block of wood away from the food. Below is the chart with his findings. So if I go in here and I label my chart, independent, dependent. Real quick, never ever put mice in the microwave. That's really gross, and that'll probably make a big giant mess. So we're just going to put that on the table. Don't ever put those in the microwave. So then I come over, here's my question. Independent variable. Time. In microwave. And you might even add in seconds. Dependent variable. Number of mice that pushed the block. His conclusion, based on the data, would be that the microwave worked. But an improvement could be to use a different type of microwave, like an actual microwave ray versus a microwave oven. And then he could use more mice because he only has 30 here. He could maybe have specified the type of block, because what if he used different blocks for each one? What if he gave the ones that had 10 minutes a really small block, and then the other two a larger block, because let's face it, Bart probably didn't do his research. Last one. Lisa is working on a science project. Her task is to answer the question, does Ratatouille, the hair cream sold on TV, affect the speed of hair growth in length? Her family is willing to volunteer for the experiment. So if I made a data table, it's really sloppy, so hopefully yours will be better. Over here, my independent, this would probably be the people, right? And then my dependent would be the length of hair. So over here, my independent variable, the thing I'm changing is this weird rigatoni. On their hair cream. The dependent variable, the thing I'm measuring, is the speed of hair in length. So speed, length of hair grow. So here's where we come into the writing that if-then statement. If Ratatouille hair cream is applied to my family, this is Lisa, then the speed or length of hair will grow faster. So I hope this helped. Ooh, I just made that spin around. I hope this helped. And that's all. Have a good afternoon.